Oh, hey Leo, I'm pretty excited. Are you guys pretty excited? The sun is about to move into your sign here in a week or so, in a little while. Whenever you're seeing this reading is probably the right time. And thank you for joining me in this moment in space and time, Leo. Quick reminder, the readings are for entertainment purposes only. All right? Be enlightened, be entertained, but most of all, be yourself. Okay? We're having some fun with tarot. We're asking tarot to to reveal to us what are the hidden messages for Leo. What are any stuck energies or healing messages for Leo? That's what we want. Tarot knows that's what we want. All right? How you guys been? I want to wish you the best in your abundance, your travels, so to speak, because I always say abundance, bliss, joy, but if we just say our travels, well, hopefully those are our travel companions, or those are the good things that we have when we're traveling. We always want to feel like safe and secure, like, we've got love and we've got protection around us. Isn't that a good feeling? Almost like on those thundery nights where you like pull the covers up over your head and kaboom, and you're like, it's all gonna be okay. We've been here before, right? Leo, I just got this feeling. It's just this excitement that's surrounding you guys. I'm not sure what it is, but look, here you go. Queen of Wands. What an excellent card to see here, Leo. This, I think some of you have done a fantastic job of maybe turning a certain corner and coming back to your roots, or coming back to yourself and feeling good again about who you are as a person, and very willing and wanting to share that. Sharing your knowledge with others is going to be prevalent at this time, I feel, Leo. Especially for you, there's going to be certain things that you're going to want to teach. You're going to want to get it off your chest. You're going to want to reveal that you know it, or that you know how to do this, right? You've already been there, done that, got the t-shirt kind of thing, right? And be proud of it. It's nothing to be ashamed of at all, Queen of Wands. And when you are truly in yourself and you can be yourself, you're not putting on any kind of hat for society or for your job, or for, somebody who might just, have a stick up their bum that lives down the street, right? You're not putting a special hat on to act a certain way, to that kind of thing. Of course, we still got to be conscious of other people's feelings. We don't want to belligerently just turn into zombie slobs or something like that. But you can be yourself. You can feel guided through higher self. The Queen of Wands in this sign of Leo, upright and overall energy, is just truly source and spirit is letting me know that it's an uplifting feeling. It's a feeling of stepping forward with power with both your physical and your etheric body, moving kind of in harmony, or being sort of in that constant awareness that, of how powerful of a being you truly are, without needing to be worldly powerful maybe. And even if you are, those things could be in harmony, and you could be doing the world a lot of good service. I see nursing here. I see people that are getting help off the streets, things of that nature, through humanitarian aid and work of that nature. So good job, Leo, to see Queen of Wands there. You're really sort of encouraging the universe to make it easy to co-create with you at this time, I feel, for whatever that is that you want or that means to you. Some of you, it's just about being in the moment and doing that good service. And for others of you, it's like a remembrance of wholeness and self, so that you can get maybe feeling better, or into a place of a little bit more prominence where you're helping yourself through situations. Okay, good to see there. Let's begin in grounding. Sorry, I'm having trouble talking. I've fumbled through the whole Cancer reading too. My lips are just, I don't know. I got two of them, just like Two of Wands. Maybe I should make them work for me, right? Just kind of get your nose to the grindstone and make sure that what needs to happen is going to happen. Whatever diligence, practice, hard work, dedication, effort, the list goes on and on of things that it may take to feel accomplished or to see accomplishment is what the Two of Wands wants you to do here in grounding. It wants you to buckle down. It wants you to dig your heels in a little bit, and let's see what you got. What's inside? Where does that fire truly burn? Is it down in your tummy through your willpower and your instinct to get it all done? Or is it up in your heart, maybe for a romantic endeavor? So, you're really trying to bring about, maybe a lover in your life, or some sort of intangible level of bliss that, you feel like you're going to go out and make yourself open and available to it. And that's really worth acknowledgement. That's really worth your time and effort. When we see Two of Wands and grounding, it just means enjoyable, putting in work, and it's actually can be quite enjoyable as long as you're in the right mind frame, and I think you are with the Queen of Wands up in overall energy. I don't even really need to feel the need for clarifiers on this. I just see like Leo kind of being excited to get work done, excited to put in effort to projects at this time, to better themselves, to better their environment, or just to pursue whatever knowledge it is that they want at this time. Some of you may have picked a profession or a new career, or finally decided what it is you're going to major in the fall, or finally maybe something good came through and in terms of your paperwork or college acceptance or something like that, and now you're having like the balls in your court, and you're having to like file papers over here and call to make travel plans to get over there, and like all this is going on, and it's kind of feeding itself, and like that co-creating I was mentioning, right? You catch a lucky break, now you do some work, right? You send it back, and it's like, okay, more good news and that sort of thing with Two of Wands. So it's good to see that card there. I know it's not going to resonate for everybody. Some Leos probably definitely feeling stuck. These are general readings, remember? And always check your moon and ascendant signs, right? Because there are messages there for you as well. So Leo, the excitement abound with with this coming into yourself, and new excitement and new work going in. All right, we've got the Seven of Wands now up one chakra higher up in the sacral area. So some of you from a love relationship standpoint could be a little bit on the bit defensive. Some of you might not have time for lovers or suitors at this time, and you're just like maybe not taking any offers, not taking any endeavors if you're single, or you may just be telling your partner if you are in a relationship that they need to wait, they need to give you room, they need to give you some time and space to get your things done, to allow you room to be in a state of expansion, right? It's almost kind of like that old Tracy Chapman song, I don't want no one to squeeze me. They might take away my energy, or however that went. Sorry, I'm a horrible singer. You know that song. You guys should listen to it because it's prevalent for you. With this maybe being a little bit standoffish with lovers at this time, or just maybe not wanting to let anybody in at present time, because there could just be a situation where you're feeling you need to get some things done. You need time and singularity to be yourself, to feel yourself grow, and to know what it is exactly that you want. These are solid cards of awareness. Look at these wands. Like, this is the most self-aware person that I've read for in a long time, right? If you're picking this up for certain Leos that will be checking in, right? A very good level of self-awareness. And if you're not there, that's what these cards are calling you to. All right. Let's ask ourselves, what it is do we want, and why do we want to pursue our happiness through this particular endeavor, right? And that's when we tell ourselves what we want. Well, what we're doing is we're pursuing bliss through that thing, or through those footsteps, right? To eventually get to, that common goal. Everybody wants to be happy, right? Nobody wants to be down in the dumps. And sometimes people just got to take a step back and let other people do that, right? So it's good to see Seven of Wands there. It means you're taking time for yourself. But if you got a special someone in your friend, maybe a friend with benefits, or a lover that you sort of see as mature professional adults, don't leave people out in left fields. Don't lose touch. Don't lose contact. But just let them know that you need some time and space, all right? And that sort of thing. All right, Seven of Wands. We're cruising along here because I wanted to streamline the readings a little bit. Cancer came in at half an hour. I feel I can do better because I tend to blather on forever. All right, but now we've got Eight of Pentacles, right? So some of you are definitely embracing some, like you're pushing off some social partnerships or endeavors at this time, I feel, to focus on yourself and focus on your work. There could be risk of somebody that's gone too deep with this. There could be some workaholism surrounded this with Leo, or there could be situations where you're either too passionately, emotionally involved at the workplace, or you may find yourself too emotionally detached at the workplace. A general reading, either side of the coin could be true for this when we see these cards here. And with the Seven of Wands and that barrier being set up, I feel it's almost like a 50-50 split. Some of you are definitely like in too deep, like take a break, go out with the girls, like spend some time, with family, or have a night of ice cream and Netflix, just kind of chill out a little bit. You've been going hard for so long right now that, some people, you may just need to call them on the phone or let them know, like, hey, I'm all right, like things are going okay. because you've been just working your butt off. And others of you, I feel you may just be deciding like, man, there might be some better options in regards to work. There might be some certain situations where my work has left me feeling like I don't want to do anything at the end of the day. I don't want to maybe socialize with the people I work with. Plus, maybe the line of work that you're in doesn't allow for much extracurricular fun and activities, and you may just be at a point where you're like, enough of that. Maybe another company, another supporter, or somebody else could provide you with more. A new clientele could provide you with more for some of that, all right? Eight of Pentacles up in the solar plexus. This card is related to our work, and sometimes it's related to like only viewing things from one particular vantage point and not maybe seeing the other side of the coin. That's why that message came up, was kind of cool. Some of you at this time are working hard so that you can cut certain things out of your life. Some of you are working relentlessly for independence from a situation. Maybe you were divorced or part of a family, and now you are kind of out on your own again, and maybe you're like fiercely like kind of going through the steps of like being on your own again, and what that's all about, or those sorts of situations. Or maybe you could have a situation where, you know, somebody moved, or somebody like you know, things didn't go their way. Maybe they were in the heart of a natural tragedy of some sort, like a fire or a flood, and they're having to start over again. That's the feeling I got here. Could be like people coming in to help community and that sort of thing as well. And others are using work as an escape. Okay? Save Pentacles with that card. Whoa! Now one step up, we got Seven Pentacles. This isn't bad, Leo. There's excitement. There's productivity in this reading. You guys are busy bees, so to speak, right? I like to see this Seven of Pentacles here. There's an issue of the heart here that needs to be acted upon. These cards make no bones about it. There's something going on here that's requiring action from you, and there could be an unwillingness of you to take it. But it needs to be done. That's the feeling I have. I can't tell you how to live your life or what to do, but there could be risk of regret if certain actions or certain steps are not taken at this time. We don't want to live too much in regret, and some people do live their lives with no regret, so it's no big deal. It's a moot point anyways. But to see Seven Pentacles up here in your heart, it's just saying like, go for it. Go get what you want. Put this work in. Do it. Like, don't just dream it. Go do it, right? That's what you want. Like, if you're feeling like that thin veil between like wanting it and having it might just be like an inspirational night, you know, in front of the canvas, or, you know, or writing it all down or whatever it may be. Seven Pentacles saying, you know, follow your heart. Just get it done. Just go and do it. Doesn't matter if it takes all night. Doesn't matter if it takes all day. You know, you'll be much happier once the task is complete. So if you're procrastinating on something, make sure you get on it, okay? That sort of thing. And don't let things go, you know, because you are quite busy. So Seven of Pentacles as well is going to say, check your day planner, check to make sure that something hasn't fallen by the wayside as well, that, you know, you may wasn't your intention to neglect it, but it's still there, and it's still maybe requiring gratitude or encouragement or something, because it's coming up as the home now in the place of sanctuary. So home is where the heart is, and the heart is where the home is, and you can lay your hat in your heart or your home, but it doesn't matter as long as you get home and the message hits home, right? This card here is like asking you, where you're at in your life, can you really accept it and say like, maybe I don't need it anymore. Maybe I am truly blessed. Maybe I can be grateful for all the things that are in front of me, and this bullshit that I'm thinking about, or the things that I don't have monetarily wise or within spirit, maybe they don't mean all that much because I do have all of these other blessings, right? This part of stepping into your own. It's funny, she's carrying a big wand here, right? This emergence of like pentacles and wands through this reading so far is pretty neat. So some of you may just be looking at upgrading your home, maybe like doing some renovation, or maybe flipping a house. And some of you, like, that's your goal, that's your profession, that's great, you're working hard at it, and that's what it's all about. Or others of you are maybe finding that there could be serious spiritual and sentimental attachment to a home that now maybe it's time that needs to be liquidated, or it needs to be upgraded, or that there is definitely a move that needs to come. Okay? Seven of Pentacles. Okay, Leo, let's see what's going on. The moon up in communication. Communication is going to happen very clearly as long as you're initiating. If you're not initiating, or you're not involved with like regular conversation, there could be some disillusionment that sets in, but it's like you're kind of wanting to make sure people understand, and you're going to have to tell some people, I feel, that you understand them. That sort of situation. You're the one bringing clarity to disillusionment through communication, because this moon card reversed is up there. It's saying like the onus is kind of on you here. You see it clearly, so if you can communicate it clearly, you can help other people see it clearly too. And this is that helper. This goes back to this Queen of Wands helper, through maybe it's humanitarian. We saw a little bit of natural disaster a little bit earlier. Somebody could be really involved with that as well, and a pivotal role in terms of this communication, this disillusionment. You know, don't let these people fall by the wayside. We saw it a little bit. If you need to take time for yourself, it's going to be very important that you tell these people that you care about around you that that's what you're doing. Because people can sometimes get a little bit butthurt when they don't understand what's going on. Because one of the main trouble we find is like people don't generally have to be like completely like bad people or narcissists. But a lot of the times like people don't put their self in other people's shoes until they're forced to, right? So a lot of times that leaves those like subtle level surface, idioms of mundane things like kind of go by the wayside, like, whoa, what a jerk, or why didn't he understand? Why didn't they understand that, right? And it's probably because it wasn't communicated clearly, or that somebody basically just didn't say like, can you see things from my point of view? Can you put yourself in my shoes for a minute here? That sort of thing, right? And this could be involved with relationships now. The feeling like the majority of the people viewing I feel are female, but if you're a male or thems are there, this situation could be it doesn't have to be gender specific, but this card in this deck is that of a man. So I'm going to see it as more of just like the other person in the relationship, because we both carry masculine and feminine energies. And for some of you, if you're single, this may be a call to balance out certain feminine and masculine energies within yourself, and this maybe could be coming through your thought processes, right? Maybe you've been feeling like very like receptive and very emotional and those sort of things. And then some of you may just be feeling very like assertive and very linear and very in a builder mode, right? Which could classify like different sides of things, right? But things are coming full circle with the moon, right? Moon is spherical. So let's make sure if this is relationship, communication, and understanding, the onus is on you to keep things clear and maybe to keep certain people at bay or to keep certain people close to you. You're going to have to talk to them about where your levels of distance and where your comfort levels are at this time and what expectations are. Maybe you've been dating someone who's been really good and you say, okay, well, hold on, Charlie. I gotta go because I'm the head of this big project going on over here. I'm a month behind work because we've been going to Piccadilly Circus every single night. I haven't had time to write a single report or a single review on this, that, or the other thing. I just need you to go somewhere for a week so I can get my work done. And they're like, oh, but Becky, I love you. We need to spend forever together. And you're just like, I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to send my kids to college or pay my bills if I don't do this stuff, so please understand. And that's, you don't want to like piss them off or hurt their feelings, or give her the wrong idea. But the situation is you have to be clear in defining it to say like, okay, because we're dealing with one of the most independent signs out there that there is in Leo, right? So it's natural we'd be seeing these things. Pineal gland, 3 of Cups reversed here. Okay, what could this mean? From a spiritual level, this could just mean that there are certain, people or guides or angels or spirits around you at this time that are they're not very active, because I feel that they maybe are needing you to go through something before they intervene or something to that effect. This card has kind of hit me a little bit heavy. I was like seeing lost loved ones, and I don't normally get that, but with this 3 of Cups, it's almost like somebody is waiting for you to recognize the higher realms or a higher frequency. For some Leo, this is a part of their awakening where maybe they caught a glimpse of it and then they've could have maybe just put it on a back burner or had ignored it for a while. But there are certain messages, spiritual messages, I feel that are coming for Leo when it in regards to people in your soul family, in your tribe, in your, the people you share your love with. And they may be far away, they may even be passed on, they may be, in an angelic or an etheric realm, but there's communication here that I feel is trying to come through, but it's almost like this defensiveness down here in this one, or this chakra just kind of being a little bit standoffish or closed down right now. That someone may not be expressing their love or their energy sharing with another. It's really interesting, and it could be like for widows now. I feel that could be something, and like messages that are wanting to come through. And I don't channel, and these readings stay very general, but I would suggest, Leo, if this is you that this portion of the reading has resonated with or touched, go see a reader in person. Go get a reading done. Go see what you can do to get certain messages coming through. Because look, as above, so below. We've got this polar bear here coming through saying like, okay, some of the most beautiful things are also the most deadly, the most dangerous. And that's the message I got from this card. This is all like third eye, pineal, and the soul-searching gland, or soul-searching chakra. So what we want to do here is make sure that whatever adventure we're on, we're keeping it wholesome, we're keeping it pure. We won't want to dilute it, water it down, or pervert it in any sort of way to fit our own agenda. It's almost like when spiritual things occur, they occur without any of our willpower, any of our doing. We have willpower. We can definitely change all the events that we've talked about here in this sort of thing. But when these finer like visions comes, or when it comes kind of down to like, who are we really, and what's truly going on behind the thin veil, it's kind of like we want this experience to remain pure and to remain wholesome. Okay, so maybe some of you could be having some friends at certain times that say things that kind of maybe piss you off a little bit because it's not like what you stand for, or it's like something that you directly don't believe in, where it's like you almost like kind of like don't want to hear, like maybe it's certain pessimisms or certain idioms that are just like maybe cruel or just very thoughtless, or perhaps they generalize somebody and it like makes you upset. Okay, that sort of thing. So just be mindful. That could be that standoffish thing could be like 95% perfect relationship, but maybe they're mean as fuck to the waiter, and they just and you can't handle it because the waiter's doing his best to help you out and serve you right, and then it's like kind of makes you upset. But it could be multiple different. That's just one example. Okay, what's in from source? The Queen of Swords reversed. Owie, you guys, owie. So Leo, be wary of situations that are maybe coming along to test you. Somebody might actually hold you up to the fire in regards to maybe your reputation, or maybe a he said, she said type situation. I don't like to see Queen of Swords reverse, especially in the crown chakra. This as well could be somebody who's like finally time to pay the piper on a little fib or a white lie, even potentially, right? Or somebody could be some revelation could be coming to light about somebody had put on a front for a very long time, and it all just like shatters in an instant, and it's almost like you're left standing there in that nightmare where you're on stage and you're naked, right? And everybody's just kind of like chuckling and laughing. I'm sorry, I know that's really scary and weird, and we were just talking about not perverting or not diluting the image, right? But this Queen of Swords is a hardcore, man. She doesn't mess around. If somebody is like, if it's time to pay the piper, or if somebody's like gets caught red-handed, they're about to face justice, and it might not always be like a fair justice. It's like a subjective justice of being held up to this person. So you could be just dealing with some like could be an air sign, or somebody with a lot of air in their birth charts who is like completely egoic and not seeing things from what we talked about earlier, from being in the other person's shoes, right? You may be becoming aware of it, and maybe one of the how you're coming aware of this sort of sympathy for the other side, the grass is green, is because people are coming along to challenge you. That the more you realize about how important it is to see the other side of the coin at all times in your personal relationships and in your own journey, is going to be met with people who absolutely cannot do that. They have no idea how that is done, right? But Leo, Look at this. You're victorious over this. You don't have to cut and run. You can stand in your power. You can kill them with kindness. That's what I like to do. That's what I like to call it. They just want to be like a downer and tell you this is wrong, that's wrong. You can't do this. You can't be that. You have to do this. I said so. I said so. You just kill them with kindness. You'd be like, you know what? I already did it, and it was fine. It was perfect, and it'll just drive me even into more of a tizzy. Hopefully they don't hurt you, but at the same time, you have a right to be standoffish about it. You have the right to communicate clearly, stand your ground, but at the same time, it almost shows like you're going to be in the right because you're doing things for the right reason, and somebody could be opposed to you because they have enjoyed doing things for the wrong reason for far too long, almost like, any kind of blockbuster movie you see nowadays, right, where it's like the hero versus the villain type thing. That's what we got when we see this like this, right? Okay. We're going to leave it at that. Let's get our oracle message down, Leo, and we'll wrap up this reading. I want to thank all the Leos that have been joining me on the new videos, the Norn Roundtable videos. You guys, if you see the Roundtable videos posted, drop in. We just vlog and talk a little bit about tarot through the comment sections on those videos, and it's been pretty good feedback so far. So if you see those videos coming up, yeah, keep them going. Hey, look at this. The Tribe. I think we talked about the Tribe. Maybe? All right. Tribe Called Quest. The Tribe. The Cleveland Indians. Well, okay, we got number 8, the Tribe. And look at that. It's a fun little card, right? It got a little straw hut with the little giraffes that made their home there. And the birds are blessing it, making it like what seems old and parched. There's still like sanctuary in that. So let's see what that card is about, Leo, because I don't really know too much about giraffes. Here we go. The essential meanings of this card, the Tribe, is community, belonging, being seen and understood by others, like-minded connections, a sense of family and friendship, knowing your place in the world. This card signals a new affiliation with a group. Humans are social creatures, and we need to know we are useful to our tribes, families, and communities. In a tribe, everyone has an important function and feeling. I matter. Membership in the group provides a sense of belonging, of kinship, and of purpose that comes from working together for the greater fulfillment of all. Perhaps you are part of a spiritual community or an artistic one. Perhaps you are in a learning community where you share your love of education. Regardless of its form or focus, your community brings you joy. You will be inspired by it and will contribute to it. Your contribution may be as small as showing up or as large as becoming its leader. No matter your position in the tribe, your presence is needed. So that was definitely a message for those that were doing that humanitarian stuff and holding that out, right? And for those that definitely needed to take some action in their heart with what was going on there. I feel like some of you on that coin, maybe you just need to come out from your busyness for a little while and just be a little bit extra social and connect with your tribe a little bit and your families, and that's all really good. And if you're not in a position where you have like people that feel like family right close next door, it may be time that we open ourselves up to those situations. If we're always the helper, sometimes we need a little bit of help, and we need a friend or a community that we can rely on, so that when we're done helping 50 or 100 people, somebody comes along and says, "Here, you know what? Have a bag of peanuts and a pillow. You've had a long day. Just enjoy your flight, and everything will be all right by morning," kind of thing. All right, it's a good card to see there. All right, and I'm really happy about this, Leo. Really happy to see that some of you are coming back into your own, or at least this great awareness we see through all these wands and the kind of intermingling with pentacles here. Okay, I love you all, Leo. We'll see you next time.